the vegan. I make a new recipe with the zucchini noodles. Here I have beautiful zucchini, and when I make noodles with them, they have to be really crunchy and fresh. So I can't wait too long. Once I have one, I tried that before, and when they're getting a little bit softer, they're not so easy to spiralize. Here I have my spiralizer. I show you in a moment how I do that. But first, when I make a new recipe, it's very easy because I can have a method to do that. I have a standard combination, a variation like zucchini noodles, for example, with whatever you like. Today I take on tomatoes and something I show you in a moment. And then I use a new dressing. And that makes it easy. I have a standard combination of ingredients. And I try it with a new dressing. And I have a lot of standard combinations for lettuce, for zucchini noodles, for cauliflower, so many. And one new dressing makes a lot of new recipes. If it works, that's the thing. You don't know if it works unless you try, because dressings can be very peculiar. Yeah? This one is a sesame seed dressing. It's one of my recent ones. And I have made other sesame dressings before. This one is trying to make it pretty basic. It's all about the sesame flavor. That is a intense flavor, I would say, as compared to cashews. Cashew is more sweet and neutral, almost. And sesame seed is stronger, like more savory. They have the bitterness in the sesame seed, because there's a lot of minerals in there, a lot of iron and calcium. It's a very healthy seed. It's very inexpensive, so it's very valuable for making recipes, salads. It corresponds nicely with greens. It's perfect for salads. And it can also be used in sweet dishes. So sesame seed, there's a lot. In Lebanon, I think they have a lot more knowledge about sesame seeds. They have fantastic sesame seed recipes. Tahini, that comes from there, I guess, somewhere. Turkey's, Lebanon, all these countries, they are Arab countries. They have a lot of sesame seeds. And really, I begin to explore for some time now, but this one, I try really to focus on that sesame flavor. Yeah. There is 7 ingredients only: sesame seeds and lime. I think in this case I prefer lime to lemon, but that's up to you. Then I have salt and chili. That is also a standard, yeah, because I use something like that in many dressings, a saltiness and a sharpness. That is in this case chili. I would say chili powder is preferable to black pepper here. Oftentimes is black pepper my first choice, but here the chili pepper is more, this bite from chili goes nicer with the sesame flavor, I would say. You can try that for yourself. And then I have 3 more flavors to round this up. That's paprika, onion powder, and a date. Yeah, so that's enough. Now you can watch how I make this dressing in another video linked under this video. Sesame seed dressing, you will find it easily. And that's the reason why I make the salad now with the zucchini, because I want to try this new dressing with that salad, with the zucchinis. So first I have to cut my zucchini. You know, this the tool I show you in a moment. We need that here the sides are parallel. So I cut a little bit. 2 cuts to make it parallel. So it's easier to fix it in the tool. I show you in a moment. And here you saw, when I cut it open, you see white zucchini. You have an idea. White zucchini is such a nice vegetable for making vegetable noodles, because here it's a little bit sponge-like. It's like a sponge. It has a little pores here, like a dough a little bit, and it can soak in, it can absorb dressings, and that's what noodles have to do. Good noodle has to absorb the dressing, and I guess that's the best vegetable for noodle. But you can use the spiralizer with many other vegetables, so it's a very versatile tool, and it's so easy to use. Even in professional kitchens they have it. It's not easy to use a. Let me see if that's the right way to do it. Yeah, I need some space here. I have to organize a little bit. Okay, the bowl goes directly under the spiralizer. I fix the spiralizer on the cutout on the table here, because it mustn't move. With the wagon drives. I push the wagon with the zucchini. I put the zucchini between here the wagon. It's held, and the blade. There's a blade where the noodles come out. There are different blades in a spiralizer. I really recommend to get a spiralizer. It's so nice for many things, and you can make wonderful recipes with these noodles and different shapes of noodles and so on. So I quickly do that now. When it's a firm and crunchy and fresh zucchini, this should be easy, and it seems to be, yeah. Otherwise, when it's soft, this part of the job is sometimes a little bit tricky. But as it's fresh and crunchy, I have no problem, and I can quickly make some beautiful, nice zucchini noodles, also called zoodles. And what remains from the zucchini that's not spiralized is the center. Oops, it's all around the noodles now. I didn't have that happen before. Here, this is what remains from the zucchini, yeah, at the tops here. And I will just snack on it or put it in the next dressing in a salad. It's delicious. Zucchini has a neutral flavor. It's a little bit bitter on the outside, a little bit like a cucumber. It's a squash, and squash family is super healthy. Cucumbers also are similar. They're super healthy. The green and the wonderful texture, very low calories, wonderful nutrients, high in fiber. So that's so important for the health of our food. These are long noodles now. You see the beautiful long noodles, you see? And that's why I would cut them a little bit shorter. I have a cutting board, the noodles on a cutting board, quickly. And that's all I have to do to have a nice noodle dish. I have a pre-made dressing, one zucchini, a spiralizer. I can do this now if you prefer longer noodles for your kids or so. Then of course, but right now no kids here. So I will cut my noodles a little bit shorter to make it easier to eat. But it might be fun also to have long noodles. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I always wanted long noodles. So this is what I have now. It's one zucchini. It's not a big zucchini. It's a small zucchini, a rather small one, medium, in what we get here. And it's enough for one meal. And I'll add some tomatoes. That is now, I tried the very same dish the other day, only for myself, with the same dressing. And all I put in was half an onion. Chop the onion up, put it on, put the dressing on, and it was so hot, I thought I cannot serve that to anybody. The onion can have such a different flavor, I know. I don't know. But with this here, with the zucchinis and only the onion and the dressing, it was just too oniony, too hot. So I decided I'd try another trick. I take a tomato here. I have one tomato. I have the wedges. Put the wedges into the zucchini noodles. That's very easy. You can put anything in zucchini noodles. That's no problem. It doesn't have to be all noodle shape. And because the onions were too hot, but I still like the onion flavor, only it shouldn't be that hot. I take a spring onion, a green onion. Yeah, this here, it's another kind of onion that is not so hot. It's spring onions. They're called green onions, and it might be nicer. Yeah. So let's try that. So I have an onion, a tomato, and the third part is I have some pine nuts or cedric nuts that we can take whatever we want. The cedric nuts are a little bit more inexpensive than the pine nuts, but they're pretty much the same. They have a little bit more bite, the flavor, similar between limes and lemons. Cedric nuts have a stronger flavor. The pine nuts are a little bit more buttery, and they're wonderful. But they are really less expensive. So if you don't have that much money, you can always take cedric nuts, pretty similar, and a little bit different flavor, but pretty similar also. High in fat and a nice flavor from the green evergreen trees. This wonderful forest flavor. This kind of things is all in these kind of pine nuts, cedric nuts. They're pretty simple. So these are my main ingredients. And now the dressing, I show you. I make these dressing ahead of time, and then I can, as I said, make a new recipe or salad or so, very simple, very quickly, and that's what it looks like. I don't need that much from the dressing here. You see, just pour it over a little bit, and I have still some to go here. That is for 3 more maybe salads, or 2. It depends on how much dressing I need for the salad. And now I quickly toss everything. Everything is nicely covered, and that's it. And all I do now is I have to try it. I want to know what it tastes like. As I said, new dressing is a wonderful thing. It adds value to a salad. It makes it more nutritious. In my case, I like nutritious dressings, but they also add a wonderful flavor to the salads. And in this case, as I said, I have to try in every single case if this new dressing goes together, is the match with this specific salad. So you never know ahead of time. It's always interesting. Long? Oops, that doesn't matter. There still is this strong flavor from the onion, from the spring onion. And I'd say it's now more moderate. It's still there. And that's, I found out, is what this dressing does. It brings the flavor, the original flavor of the ingredients to the foreground. So the dressing remains in the background, and it highlights the flavors of the ingredients. In this case at least, and I found that in the cucumber salad too. The same, it tastes really like cucumber, very strong cucumber flavor with this dressing. While other dressing, like curry cream for example, I make curry dressings, are wonderful. The dressing is more in the foreground, and the ingredients play with this dressing flavor. But here, it's the ingredients that go into the foreground. The dressing goes in the background. So they're all different. Here, that's what it looks like. I have to eat it soon because now the zucchinis will begin to release juice, water. They're high in water, that makes them also very healthy. And then soon this salad will swim in a little bit of water. Before that happens, I eat it right away. And if it happens, it doesn't matter. The soup is also delicious. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe to MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.